So everyone in this room knows there is nothing more harmful to my health than tobacco. Yet as a Native woman, there is nothing more important to my health than tobacco. Traditional tobacco use is a part of every prayer and ceremony. It is an offering that we place on the ground, offer to respected elders, and sometimes smoked in pipes. This tobacco is not the addictive poison that we hate. This tobacco is a variety of plants, and there are rules and protocols about how and when to gather and grow this tobacco. Indigenous spirituality is based on core values, and this tobacco is a component of each. There are teachings within each of these values within our community: love, wisdom, courage, respect, honesty, and humility. Yet, before 1978, American Indian spirituality was forced into hiding. My people had to use their tobacco and pray in secret. A good way to do this in plain sight, by hiding in plain sight, was to use commercial tobacco in the form of cigarettes. And as you know, hundreds of tobacco products are marketed using our imagery and the names of our ancestors. And this tobacco is powerful. Young people get lured in, and our smoking rates are too high. In a study conducted called TTUP, was the first statewide study on American Indian adult tobacco rates. And we found that American Indians are smoking at 4 times the rate of the general population, 59%. This is even higher than it ever has been in the United States. Some of you may remember the 60s and 70s when it seemed like everybody smoked. There were ashtrays and smoke everywhere, but the rates weren't even close to 59%. This is a public health crisis, and we don't have decades to turn this around. We need fast results. We need the dedicated resources to do this. Too many people are struggling with nicotine addiction, my family included. We see the health effects and too many loved ones dying too young from smoking-related causes. And the U.S. has celebrated decreasing cancer mortality rates, but we're not celebrating yet, and I don't know if we all should be when everybody hasn't been at the same. American Indian cancer mortality rates continue to rise. The high smoking rates are symptoms of deeper systemic issues like equity and racism. We have to stop nicotine addiction to end this public health crisis. And we have to protect the tobacco ways that are based in good health and work to stop the devastating impacts of nicotine addiction. This is about reclaiming our ways and refocusing our values. Native communities have always worked to improve future generations. This is about trusting centuries of wisdom and the resilience of our people. I have some great examples to share about how this is working in Minnesota. And I'd like to talk about Clearway, Minnesota, which has invested in this strategy as a solution. They've listened to communities for years, and it has resulted in good research, a statewide campaign that is powerful and speaks to American Indian people. The campaign expanded to include artists with a mural on Franklin Avenue, and if you go in that neighborhood, you can't miss it. It's big, it's beautiful, and it speaks volumes. It'll be around for years to come. There's also recently been a documentary with TPT called Reclaiming Sacred Tobacco, and this explores the beauty and the complexity of tobacco work across American Indian communities. You can find it on YouTube. Again, this is a public health crisis that we're talking about. The tobacco rates in our communities are too high, and we need to change it. And we need partnerships to do so. We need partners who can trust communities to lead the way, and we have no time to waste. We have a lot of work to do. I want to take this opportunity to invite you all to Powwow for Hope. Bring your family. You can come see our traditional tobacco ways in action. It's welcoming, bring your family, come volunteer. You can sign up today at Facebook or at powwowforhope.org.